unicorns, and welcome back to another video. Just in case you are new, my name is Nathalie and this is my Cafecito y Pan Dulce YouTube channel where we have coffee talks about anything and everything. For today's video, I've already done 2 of these on my channel. If we were to meet each other in real life and we wanted to, we were BFFs and we wanted to catch up, we would go out on a little coffee date, grab some coffee, and just talk about each other's lives, except for in this case, I'm the only one talking, kind of like on a little virtual coffee date because I have my cup of coffee and I know you are getting yours prepared, or you already have yours prepared and you're drinking it with me, and I'm going to kind of catch you up on my life and you can catch me up on your life in the comments, and then, it's like a coffee date. So I've done 2 of these already on my channel. I just do them kind of when I feel like I have to regather and just let you guys know, like there's a big change in my life, or maybe I just feel like we haven't updated each other in a long time. I don't know how to explain it, but I kind of feel for it, and if I feel like it's time for one, then I do one. Today I'm filming mine because there's a few big changes in my life, also because this is technically, and this is one of the things I wanted to update you guys on, the first time I'm seeing you in the new year, or the first time I'm filming in the new year, and I just wanted to kind of catch up and say hello. And yeah, well, before I blab anymore for the introduction, let's go ahead and get into the coffee date and hear me talking a little bit more. So my first big thing is Happy New Year. I haven't talked and sat down in front of the camera since last year. I took a trip to El Salvador, which is where my dad is from, and I was gone December 20 to January 3, I think, is when we came back. So I hadn't filmed anything, even though videos were going up during that time, because I had pre-filmed, and then the videos that you've been watching this whole month of January have been of El Salvador, or of that week before I left, when I was left alone. So we haven't really, you guys haven't really seen me in the new year. So Happy New Year. It is 2019. Isn't that crazy? I feel like time is going by so fast. I remember when I turned 15 at my quinceañera, one of my tias told me, time goes by so fast after you turn 15, and I was like, no, I don't believe it. I feel like I'm already ready to grow up and be an adult, and I feel like it's so far away. It goes by so fast. On that note, I have a big announcement to make. I have officially graduated from Calvin College. So the whole degree is a bachelor's degree. My major was biology, my minor was math, but because I was in the education program, that gives me the qualifications to apply for a teaching certificate in the state of Michigan. Whew, that was a mouthful. What I want to talk about is the blank space that I've been in for this month after graduation. So immediately after I graduated, I didn't have a graduation ceremony. I've said it various times. It's because our school is so small that we can only have a ceremony once a year, so I already walked in May. So I didn't have a graduation ceremony at school. I don't think I'm going to have anything with family either, just because, I don't know. I feel weird. I went to El Salvador right after, and then we came back, and then I was like, now what? I had no idea what to do with my life. Okay, this is gonna sound, what I just said probably sounded really dumb, because obviously I'm gonna go into teaching with the degree I have, as of right now at least, because technically I do have a biology degree, so I could go into med school or graduate school for biology, but I'm not doing that right now. Right now I know I want to go into teaching. However, it's January. There aren't very many like teacher positions in the middle of the school year, because just in case you're from a different country, our academic school year is from September, or now August, to June. It's really difficult to find a teaching position in the middle of the school year, and usually if you find one, it's not because of great circumstances that a first year teacher would want to go into. It's a circumstance that maybe like an experienced teacher would be able to go into. It's just difficult, you know, to go into a classroom when they've already built their culture and their routines, and you're going in as a completely different teacher to try to like switch their routines or adapt to their culture and all that. I'm not going to find a full-time position, and I had applied to a long-term sub position, which is just like if a teacher is leaving on maternity leave, or if they have like disability, something like that, then that's when a long-term sub would come in. But that didn't work, and it didn't work probably for my best interest, because I had gotten a few teachers that had told me like, don't do the long-term subbing, just do subbing for different districts, and then you can get to know different districts and the cultures and decide like where you want to apply in the fall and all of that. So that's what I'm looking at now. I'm looking at just going with an agency, like an agency that it finds sub positions for you like on a daily basis. So like one day I might get a call to go into like Holland, or another day I might get into a call to go into like a Grand Rapids school. That's what I'm looking at now, and that's on like a daily basis. Like you just get paid every day that you go in, and you don't have to keep going in unless you want to, and it gives me like that taste for different cultures in different districts. I'm sorry, I talk a lot with my hands. Does that bother you guys? I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee now. Okay, so that's what I'm up to now, and then obviously I'm not unemployed. I'm not the type of person that would just be willing to sit at home and not do anything. I mean, if you're that type of person, then good for you, but I get bored. So, not only that, but I mean, you know, you gotta pay stuff. I've been working at the factory where I had originally been working. Do you guys remember when I gave you guys that life update where I was like starting my student teaching, and I had told you guys that I was working full-time at a factory? Well, that factory hired me part-time for during the student teaching. Sorry, I'm opening my cookie. That factory hired me in part-time during my student teaching, and then when I came back, I was like, hey, like, I was going to approach them and be like, hey, can I get more hours because I need money? But they approached me and asked me if I wanted more hours, and I was like, yes, thank you. So I've been working there, but I'm getting bored there too, which obviously, like, you know, I just went to school for 4.5 years. I want to do something with my degree, so that's why I went into the agency to try to find substitute positions. So that's kind of like where my life is at right now. Once I start like subbing, I want to start like make a video of like tips on substitute teaching, like if there's a substitute teacher out there or somebody that wants to be a substitute teacher, because you don't need to have your teacher certification to be a substitute teacher. You can be a substitute teacher and be a graduate of college. Like you could have a degree in like financing and be a substitute teacher once in a while if you needed like extra money or something like that. Anyways, okay, I took way too long on that. The next little life update, oh, let me take a bite of my cookie. It's the, I don't know what they're called, but they're the oatmeal cookies that have the little filling inside. It's not actually a pan dulce, but we don't have pan dulce in the house. While I was going to get this, I thought of a video idea, like, come get pan dulce with me. Like, wouldn't that be so much fun? Okay, anyways. Mini ASMR. Okay. So my next little, like, update, I guess, is, like, where is this channel going? I have no idea. I started it as, like, a channel where you would, like, I would formally sit down and talk to you guys about different things, and so it could be anything. I would just... There would be more formal videos where I would sit down, have my lights on, have my camera on with the mic on and all of that, and we would just talk and have coffee, like, together, you know? Cafecito y Pan Dulce, that was the whole idea behind the channel. I also have always known that my brain is so, like, random. I'm kind of all over the place with this channel, and I don't know if you guys have noticed. I don't know if you guys mind. There will be videos where I would want to sit down and formally have a conversation with you guys, whether it's something serious or whether it's something like my girl talk videos where it's still serious but it's a little bit of fun, you know. But my life is changing and I want the channel to change with me. Like, some people might not like that and some people might. It's a little bit of everything. There will be vlogs. Maybe there's a whole month where it's just vlogging because I felt like vlogging. Or maybe it's a month where I'm just sitting down serious and having serious conversations because I think that we need to have serious conversations, or there's a topic that I'm super passionate about that I want to talk to you guys about, whether it's like something related to social justice, something related to the education system, something related to God. I don't know. This channel is very, to me, very like me, very random, very full of passion and full of like quirkiness, I guess, and some people may like it, some people may not, but I just wanted to let you guys know that that's kind of where the channel is going. It's going everywhere. Last little update I wanted to give you guys was kind of on like my mental health. I have said this various times before, but I have never been to a doctor. I am not self-diagnosing myself because I know there are people that seriously struggle with anxiety, and I don't know. I just use this kind of as like a way for me to talk about it, and I don't know much about it. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose myself and I'm not trying to have anybody diagnose me or anything like that, because or else I would go to a doctor. But I don't know where it came from or what happened, and I have one video on this, I think, just called like mental health and devotional or something like that. But I get very anxious about normal things, okay? I get very anxious driving in the snow. I get very anxious when my family members are driving in the snow or like driving in bad conditions. I get very anxious about like trips. And it didn't happen to me before. Like 5 years ago when I went to El Salvador, I was fine on the plane. I was excited. I was like, yes, this is amazing. I wanted the window seat. And this time when I went to El Salvador, like, I got very angsty about it. My little sister, Rebequita, she was with me. We were traveling together. And I don't know if she could tell or if anybody else could tell, but like, if for some reason I was getting very nervous about the whole thing. Like, I had scenarios playing in my head where I was like, we're gonna crash, we're gonna die, like, what is happening, like the whole plane is gonna flip over. And that happens to me like on a daily basis with things like driving, and not just me driving but like my family members driving. Like, I'll think the worst case scenarios. I don't know if it's like normal to think of those worst case scenarios. I've been talking a lot with God, and I've been reading my devotionals every day and just putting a lot of effort into my relationship with God because of these situations that I'm going through, like with these like anxious thoughts and like these worst case scenarios playing in my head. And it's been really difficult, really hard. Some days are harder than others, and if you ever don't see me uploading, usually it's because of that, where I just need a little break. I just needed time to not think about a commitment, and this is a commitment that I can let go of for 2 weeks, whereas like going to work I can't let go of for 2 weeks, you know? These past 2 weeks where I didn't upload and then I uploaded on that Tuesday, that was what was kind of happening, and also because I was like way overthinking how I was gonna edit that last El Salvador vlog. I'm a big overthinker. I realized it a lot in my last relationship, and then I think after my last relationship is when it got even worse, where I just kept overthinking. I'm trying to work on it, and if there's ever a time that I don't upload, I just wanted to kind of tell you guys that that's probably why. That I'm working really hard on it, and I am really trying to like not let those negative thoughts get into my head, and you know, in with the positive, out with the negative, and just ask God for help with that. And I just kind of, I just wanted to make you guys aware of it, just so that you guys know, and maybe can help me pray about it too, and so that you guys know when I don't upload for 2 weeks that I'm just taking a little mental health break. I think that's basically it. We didn't eat very much, or I didn't drink coffee very much. But I hope that you guys did. Thank you so much for the few little bit of subscribers that have been subscribing. I hope that you guys have been enjoying the videos and the vlogs. I'm sorry that I didn't translate that last El Salvador vlog into English. I honestly didn't want to. But I hope that you guys enjoyed it anyways, because I mean you can still like see everything that was happening without me having to translate it all. And that's it, basically. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys hopefully next week. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, sharing. Mommy, thank you for sharing. Okay, see you guys next week. Bye.